The Seattle Indian Health Board rose from the social justice movements of the late 1960s and early 70s.
It was started by a group of these dedicated, passionate volunteers.
We did not have computers then, and you could count the number of doctors on one hand.
The work that Seattle Indian Health Board was doing was just awe-inspiring. Clinics throughout the country have benefited from the work that's being done here. It was a time of assimilation. The Relocation Act really encouraged Native people to move out of reservations and into urban areas.
They gave everybody a one-way bus ticket and said, if you want better access to economic opportunities, you want to become a doctor or a lawyer, we will give you a one-way bus ticket from your reservation into 12 relocation sites. When Native people arrived, they were not met with those promises.
A lot of Natives in Seattle were finding that the jobs that were promised weren't here. Education wasn't a possibility for a lot of people.
The benefits we were promised as American Indian Alaska Native people were being limited by the federal government to only tribal lands.
We lost a lot. Access to our land, we lost a lot of our relatives. This was really a form of cultural genocide.
But we did what we do best. We came together, all different tribes, and said, just because we live in cities doesn't mean that our benefits disappear.
The government owed something to us. Nobody else is going to give us the things that we need. We really have to provide that for ourselves. And those agreements listed healthcare.
One of the most beautiful things about the story of the Seattle Indian Health Board is how Indigenous women came together to say our people deserve more.
Bernie White Bear partnered with the American Indian Women's Service League to start to form free clinics.
They literally moved a file cabinet out of a file room and started providing services to our people.
When they got their 501c3 and became the Seattle Indian Health Board, Bernie White Bear was the first person hired as the executive director.
Since that time, we have grown from moving that file cabinet over to now we're a $32 million organization.
What is the next 10 years going to look like? What's the next 20 years going to look like? That is our responsibility to continue what they started to ensure that we are not only here 50 years from now, but 5,000 years from now. That is the blessing that we have here at SIHB.
Hello and welcome back to the final day of the Indigenous Peoples Festival. No Hedarik Tatasa the Katu de Waki. It is lovely to not see you all again. One day we will do this in person and I can see you with my actual human eyes. But until then, I can feel your presence. So if you're out there and you're a relative, please just, comment in the chat where you're watching from, what your tribe is. And also remember to share this link. Go in the little button on the bottom right if you're watching on Facebook and click share and share it with all your friends. Tag your friends in there. Send us some hearts. It's really great to be back here for this last day. This has been a really cool week that we've had. We started out with the performance, and then we had the ICU Black Natives in Discussion panel, a panel where I got to talk to Janice Schmeeding from Rutherford Falls for an hour, and a panel on boarding schools yesterday. And today we have a panel on native food and food sovereignty that we're really excited to share with you. And afterwards, we're going to have a concert series with Tiny Desk winner Quinn Christopherson, Grammy and NAMI winner Supaman, and my dear friends Weedrat from Albuquerque, New Mexico. It's going to be a really great day, and I'm really excited to get it started. And so we're just going to go ahead and bring up the panelists that we have today. So please, if you're out there, put your hands together, even though nobody can hear you, for Hillel Echo-Hawk, Karlos Baca, and Andrea Murdoch. Hey, what's up, y'all?
Hi. Hey, everyone.
I'm that funny, huh? You're laughing. It's so good to have you all on here. I'm really happy to have this panel today. And so one of the things that I wanted to start with is that this panel's name actually, I think, is in the description is Native Chefs something. And then Hilel told me that you guys don't consider yourself chefs, and that I should ask why you're not chefs. And so that's what I want to start with. Before we even introduce, can you tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do, and then also tell us why you're not a chef? And we'll start with my sister Hilel. Hilel, you're muted.
I know. I was getting a lot of feedback. Maybe that was why. So my name is Hillel Echo-Hawk, and I'm from the Pawnee Nation of Oklahoma. And I am here in Seattle, Washington. I own and operate Birch Basket Catering. I am a member of iCollective, along with Karlos. He actually, I'm sure he'll tell you more about it because it was partly his idea. And I don't consider myself a chef because in Native culture, we just don't even have a word for chef. It's a very patriarchal idea, like construct, and how we grew up in Alaska, in the Athabaskan, in the upper Athabaskan society. It's very, very matriarchal, and that's just not how I grew up. And not only that, but everybody does everything. It's not that system of somebody is at the top and then everybody just it just filters down. The person at the top does the lowest thing. So that system just doesn't work in my brain. So I just consider myself a cook, and I always have. So that's why I consider myself not a chef. I'm just a cook for the community.
I can guarantee that there's some tribe out there that has like a chef ceremony, and you've offended them by saying that no tribes have. We're diverse. We're diverse people, Hilel.
As far as I know.
No word for chef. There's the chef tribe out there. They're pissed. All right. Well, and then let's just go around the square. Karlos, why don't you go ahead and tell us about who you are and why you're not a chef?
All right. First, thank you guys for having me in your space. Really honored to be here conversating with y'all. I'm Karlos Baca. I am from the Southern Ute Nation, the founder of Taste the Native Cuisine, which is like I think we're in our 11th year. It was founded to promote traditional foodways back home through the Cultural Center and Museum. And also co-founder of the I Collective, which is just a bunch of rowdy kitchen folks that are indigenous trying to shake up the white power structure, really. And on top of that, I have Fourth World Farm, which is focused on pre-colonial indigenous agriculture. And the not a chef part is really something I've been speaking to a lot since I put that title away years and years and years ago now. I think that the Collective gave me the moniker of the activist formerly known as chef. Kind of like representing like Prince, but not as cool. I came to this realization after quite a few years of, so my food is like, right now in the indigenous food movement, there's a lot of like pan-Indian foods, right? There's like the intertribal foodways. And the foodways that I work with are like just of my region, right? So like I just have like this connection to just my peoples and my place of being and what grows here, which I'm up to around just over 300 plants for food and medicine that I can work with. So I came to this realization that it's the exact opposite of what the Western chef world is, right? So if you look at like the kitchen structure is based on the military. The founders of modern culinary were both soldiers. They both instituted the brigade system into the kitchen, and that's what it is. It's about maintaining the patriarchy and the structure of power. And in that system, in the modern era, you have access to everything at all times. Right? You can order anything anytime you want from anywhere in the world. It doesn't matter. Everything's always in season somewhere. And so you don't really have to know anything about your environment. You don't have to know where your food comes from. You don't have to know any of that. On the opposite spectrum with the work I do, I'm not ever the boss. Like the whatever the surroundings is going on, or the boss. Whether we're in like a heavy drought or we're in heavy rain or any multitude of things, the plant relatives that I used last year might not be here this year. Right? So it's always in evolution and always in motion, which like speaks to like another aspect of the kitchen, which is like Western recipes. Right? It's more like scientific method as opposed to like a living being. So like temperature and this much of this and this much of that and for this long versus here we are, right? Like here's the what's available and how we have relationship with that, and it's always in evolution. So there's my answer. Andrea.
Andrea, go ahead.
My name is Andrea. I'm the founder of Four Directions Cuisine, based in Denver, Colorado. And I am an Andina, originally from Venezuela. So a lot of the indigenous foods that I make are very heavily based in what comes from that part of the world, the potatoes, the quinoa, the amaranth, things like that. And then living in one of the Four Corners states, I have such great privilege to work with, ingredients that are native to the land that I'm living on now, my Ute and Arapaho relatives who are here. And the non-chef aspect is very similar to Hilel and Karlos. I'm really more of a food steward than anything, and that's such important work because we, as Indigenous people, get to connect to ourselves, to our ancestors, to our backgrounds, and simultaneously we get to share it with other people, and that's an experience in and of itself too.
Yeah, that's valuable. Thank you all so much for introducing yourselves that way. I'm a chef. I'm a full chef. So you should. I appreciate if you all refer to me as chef throughout the rest of this conversation. Uh, but no, I'm really glad to have you guys here and have all this kind of wisdom. We have a lot of people from all over Turtle Island watching right now. So we have people in Toronto and Texas and different places, and so I'm glad that they're out there watching and listening to hear some of the wisdom you guys are going to talk about. So I really quick, I'd love to start with what got you started in land and food work before we get into some deeper stuff. And anybody can go ahead. Or halal.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
What got you started in land and like food work?
How we grew up. We grew up like in the woods. Grew up very rural. We grew up 100 miles away from like a grocery store. We had like a little store in our town, but it was very small and it didn't have, it just had like the basics, and to get any like real supplies, you had to go 100 miles one way. And it was a full day or more, depending on the weather, to get food. And we have a large family, as I'm sure Howie has said at some point. There's 8 of us, and that's a lot of food. That's a lot of money. And so we grew up, living a partly a hunting and subsistence lifestyle in not just in the town that we were in, but also in, like I said, on the Athabaskan area of Mentasta Lake, which was 3 hours away. And so we we learned from our Athabaskan relatives how to hunt, fish, gather berries the proper way, how to do things the proper way, how to live off the land in a traditional way that was good for the land, that was good for our plant and animal relatives. And we saw our grandma, Katie John, who everybody should look up. She, excuse me, she started to fight the state of Alaska for hunting and subsistence rights in 1984. And she didn't win until 25 years later. So I was born in 1985. So I literally grew up watching her fight and win. And part of that fight was to teach us traditional ways through subsistence camps, which were amazing and still go on, and through teaching us the traditional way of getting fish through a fish wheel, and through so many other ways. But that's one of the ways and one of the reasons why I do what I do. And then our maternal grandmother, Chatty Kelly, who always had a garden, who taught us how to plant, and who taught me how to cook, and who taught me how to be a survivor. And she had a stroke, and when she was strong enough and when she was able to, even though the left side of her body was paralyzed, she would get up and cook. And I was like, even though I'm, have use of both arms and both legs, like if she can do it, I can do it. So like there's no reason why I can't, fulfill this dream of mine. And so I think it's because of those two amazing women in my life that I do what I do. And that's the short version.
Karlos, what about you? What you got? What got you started in doing all this work?
I have no clue. I'm kidding. No, I mean, I kind of don't. Like I studied like psychology and was a writer before I kind of just fell into food work, I guess. I grew up with, between my mom and spending summers on the reservation with my grandparents until I think 7th grade when we moved back to the res. And in all those summers, my grandparents came from an era, like my grandmother is 89 right now, and they just come from a different place. They come from no electricity and no running water and having to grow your food and having to hunt and having to gather. And I was really blessed to be able to grow up with those teachings and being able to I guess just have that cultivated in me, the learning how to grow food, learning how to harvest medicine, learning how to harvest foods, and I think that as far as like doing culinary work, as far as the Western industry is concerned, it was just really paying bills. It was never really a major passion of mine in any way, shape, or form. It just ended up being that I realized that the foods that I grew up with and the foodways that I was used to weren't what other people ate. They weren't what other people had. And when I would make a dish, if I was doing like a special and I would bring in some stuff I foraged or do any more traditional dishes, nobody had any idea what I was doing. And so these, culinary grad chefs that have been in the industry for 20, 30 years didn't have any familiarity. And even at that point, I wasn't really still that interested, but an opportunity came to really dig into traditional foodways with our cultural center and museum back home. And it was just like, well, I have this set of knowledge that a lot of people don't, and still don't, at home, and just called me, because like creator was like, let's go. And I said, let's do it. So here we are.
Yeah, Andrea, what about you?
I grew up very, very differently. I'm actually adopted by a very nice American couple, but I grew up in the middle of nowhere, Ohio, with, American foods, mac and cheese, Pop Tarts, hot dogs, things like that. And, my parents have always been very, very good about exposing me to Latino culture uh, since I am originally from Venezuela, and that's great. And have thoroughly enjoyed that and appreciated that, uh, those teachings from them. What they couldn't give me, and I also don't think they knew how to give me, was connection to my indigeneity. And so that's something that I had to go looking for myself and exploring myself. So that's why I do a lot of camping here in Colorado. I go foraging. I foraged choke cherries for the first time this year, and that just made me immensely happy. And just connecting to the land is something that helps me navigate through this world, as I am. And I probably really seriously started walking down Indigenous food path, an Indigenous food path, when I was looking at divorce. I realized that the colonized version of marriage was not for me. Like, I am not a colonized wife. And of course, I married a white man. And that I had to learn the hard way that was not for me. just wasn't. I'm a little bit too feral, I think. As calm as I come across to a lot of people, that is not the life for me. That's like being a caged creature. And so I got myself out of that, moved to Colorado, not knowing anybody, and just started doing me. And it's been a pretty incredible experience, a very interesting experience, lots of twists and turns, but that's what makes life interesting. And I, have the opportunity to be on discussions like this. I actually just drove back from New Mexico. I was able to do lecture demos as a guest food steward, as opposed to chef, down at Navajo Technical University, which is always a fantastic time. The students there are wonderful, and the instructors are top notch as well. So I have a lot of really, really fantastic opportunities that I'm always just honored and humbled to be a part of.
Awesome. Thank you guys all so much for sharing that. I think that one of the things I wanted to get into talking about like the connection between the work that you're doing and land back, and where you see the food sovereignty movement, the food, like reclaiming of food pathways and knowledge of the land and land back kind of lining up. And I guess we can just keep on doing this in that same little circle. So Hilel, why don't you go ahead?
I actually really want to hear what Karlos has to say about this.
Sounds like Karlos is up then.
I kind of lost what you said. What was it? Could you repeat that question?
Yeah, I wanted to see where between your work and land back, like reconnecting with food pathways, reconnecting with the land. Like, where do you see that in land back, the movement kind of connecting?
That's a really big question there.
And Hilel pondered on.
Well, I can speak from a really interesting place because this farm is land back. And I don't really talk about it. I haven't really talked about it much, but that is how the space came to be. And I could say that I think that if the colonizers would stop and, like, somebody that has 20 acres of land even just hand it over 2 acres of land to an indigenous person, it can shift an entire dynamic for a community, right? So, I mean, in just 3 years, this has become like one of the epicenters for indigenous gathering here, you know, for like the activist community. And it's become a place for racial justice workshops and food justice stuff. And it really has taught me, you know, like I've really stepped out of the culinary realm. It's been a lot of years that, you know, I still do events here and there. But really, I only cook a few times a year. And what this space has taught me is, I guess, it's really reinforced what path I was already on, as far as like reconnection and re-indigenizing, right? And like working through like a decolonial lens and being able to just sit in that place and just like be here and understand through this 3 acres what colonization looks like. And how big of a trip back we have to make, because like this valley, whenever the Spaniards first came to this country, in here into Ute territory and Pueblo territory, this valley was like the Great Plains. It was just complete grasslands. And so obviously they drove off all the indigenous folks. They brought in cattle, they brought in sheep, they brought in pigs, they moved the watershed. And then shortly following that, the Mormons came through and colonized and completed that system of deforesting the space. The grasslands here are now hayfields of invasive species. Surrounded by cattle, I'm surrounded all this stuff, and I'm working on this entire process of rematriating this landscape, right? And so, like in the intimacy that I have with my place of being and being so that my entire existence is just gathering, it's just learning, it's just reconnecting, that I'm really able to bring back the entire ecosystem of the space, you know, and being able to be tasked with that is one of the most beautiful things I've been able to experience in this life, that being able to understand that, like, I was like looking at our fields and planting out a bunch of indigenous grasses, right? Just that act of resistance in a place where they mow their grass and feed it to cows in Texas and China, it doesn't ever really get to go to seed. There's like an indigenous seed bomb sitting in the middle of all this space, you know? And so it's like there's this huge opportunity to cultivate a landscape just as our ancestors did, just like they did there in the Pacific Northwest, like they did on the East Coast and the Great Lakes, just how they do here in these mountains, all the way down to Peru, right? Just like into the Amazon. These are all cultivated landscapes and foodscapes, and they're all built for the betterment of all our relatives, you know, all our non-two-legged relatives. And so it's like, I think that coming into that intersection, you know, between this work and land back, I think is going to be what really helps lay the foundation I guess I have to describe when I think about a foundation too, is that that this society, this capitalist Western whatever it is, I was gonna start cussing, but I won't. Um,
Go for it.
right. I know it's not like me not to, but like we're watching the fall of empire as we speak. And when I look at what a foundation means to me, it's like, what infrastructure are we as Indigenous people creating for when that system fails? Like, how are we reconnecting our trade routes? How are we working with our other tribes? How are we working with our own people to create these spaces where, when it does fall, you can come to the house and I know that I can provide for you, right? That we can create community and do things the way that we were supposed to, the way that our ancestors did, and not that long ago. It's not like this stuff is a billion years ago. The 1850s wasn't that long ago, right? Like, we're only a few generations out from that knowledge, and I think that, I don't know, that intersection is a beautiful place to be, and that's it.
Thanks, Karlos.
Yeah.
And Andrea, Hilel, what about you guys? You can and you don't have to answer that question directly. You can carry on. You can correct.
No, I thought that was a beautiful answer. And I knew that because because Howie, you had kind of talked to me about the questions a little bit. And I just was excited to hear Carlos's answer. I fully agree with what Karlos just said. We really, as Native people, have this knowledge. We have this understanding of the land. And it's in us. From the top of what is now North America to the bottom of what is now South America or Central America, South America. My geography is bad. And it doesn't matter because it's a made up construct. But we have that knowledge. And it was the colonizers who destroyed and made our food illegal. And it's now superfoods. So it's this thing that they destroyed, but that they're getting money from. I just got really angry. Colonizers destroyed our food. They took our water. They starved us. They're still doing that.
Yeah.
In so many places. And they make it seem like it's our fault. And then they want to say, oh, here's a land acknowledgement. Oh, doesn't that make you happy? Oh, here's 30 seconds of acknowledging you in the beginning of our, whatever. but we're not going to do anything about this land acknowledgement.
Yeah.
So
Carlos just put in the private chat that we've been trained to love crumbs.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we need to, tribes that have money, or tribes that, we need to, I don't know, like get grants or fund or figure out ways to get the money to, I don't know, buy it back or something, or just like take it back. I don't know, whatever. Get the land back. Squatters' rights. I don't know. um, but there are ways to get the land back, and we can do it.
Yeah.
And like Carlos said, we're in the decline right now with the capitalist system. It's very clear. So we need to figure it out.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say about that.
Nice. Andrea, what about you?
Oof, that's a loaded question. I love it though. Just land back and food stewardship, they go hand in hand. I mean, we as Indigenous people have an intrinsic understanding. It's just in our DNA. We have a certain understanding of the plant relatives, of the land, of our animal relatives. It just like Hillel, it drives me nuts that our foodways were damaged to the extent that they were, and now everything is about marketing. Marketing in this capitalistic world of superfoods. I have never once described anything on my menu as a superfood. They're indigenous foods. They are pre-colonial foods. Potatoes, as much as everyone wants to talk about the Irish and potatoes, those originated in the Andes. Quinoa, amaranth originated in the Andes. Quinoa became such a popular superfood for the rest of the world that our own growers, our own people, cannot afford to consume it, to keep it for themselves, to keep it for their own family, because there's such a high price tag on it that if they don't sell it and export it, they're taking other food out of their own mouths, or they're taking money out of their own pockets. They can't even maintain their own food systems. They have to sell it. The same thing happened with avocados. It became this popular, it's a healthy fat. This is why you should eat it. Superfood. Chia seeds, same thing. Bananas. I mean, Dole has just practically destroyed entire Latin American countries just by over farming, over harvesting, just overdoing all of it, just to meet demand or to push an agenda. And so that's why I have gotten a lot more into Indigenous education lately, especially from the standpoint of food and sovereignty. And because I'm having to learn all of these things on my own or through many, many, many avenues, including, friends and colleagues, because I don't have, aunties and abuelas to show me these things. I have to piece it together on my own. I have to visit Indigenous communities, which I love, and it's so fulfilling. But everything is just so disjointed because of this system that was intended to undo our entire structure as Indigenous people.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for those answers. That's really great. I mean, something. This is just an aside. I'm ostensibly a comedian, and over the pandemic, I've been learning a lot more about our colonizer friends. And one of the things they used to do with corn, and this is real, they used to wipe their behinds with corn cobs, and I just have so many questions. Because there's like a lot of better things to do that with on the corn itself. The husk, you could use the husk. You could, it's just like, it's fascinating to me. Colonizers are real fun. I'll say that. I'll say it. They're really fun. They're really entertaining people. I wanted to ask another question. So, what are your personal ambitions and dreams, I guess, regarding land back and food? And as you're, especially knowing too, like the movement of like indigenous food sovereignty obviously has been going on for a long time, but is really a lot more people are getting into it. A lot more indigenous people are getting into it rather. And there's a lot more, strength and power with like the I Collective and these different restaurants and things like that happening. What are your dreams and ambitions, I guess, going forward into the future? Hello.
I think we really need to work with farms, like indigenous farms, whether that be tribally owned or individual, and that knowledge just like passed down, and that that looks different tribe to tribe. It's very different, from region, from across, up and down. Alaska has oh my gosh, I don't even know how many different ecosystems, just from the top to the bottom. I mean, it's like basically prairie, like plains, then mountains, then rainforest, and then everything in between. And there's all farming that goes on in between that, different kinds of farming. And so we just really need to work with indigenous farmers. Like Karlos said, I think it's super, super important. And I'm trying to work with 4 different farmers here in Pacific Northwest. And we're trying to get like a co-op or a coalition or something. We're still working out the details. But that's one of my goals. Yeah.
Andrea, I think I saw you unmute your mic. Did you want to take this answer something?
Yeah, sure. I feel the same way. I think we really need to put a lot of emphasis on our indigenous growers and breeders. They're the ones who have so much knowledge, and they're the ones who are producing our original foods, and really paying attention to the land. And that's the very beginnings of food and land stewardship, and those two things going hand in hand together. I always boast that I do not have a Cisco account. I don't use colonized animals like animal proteins. I don't use beef or pork or chicken. It's, duck and, bison, elk, things of that nature. I would absolutely love it if, a group of us could, get a large chunk of land, like several acres, in the mountains here in Colorado. One of my biggest dreams is to draw parallels between high altitude farming in the Andes, where my ancestry originated, and the high altitude farming in here in Colorado. I would love to have a butcher shop that is completely dedicated to pre-colonial animals. Again, we don't sell, cow, chicken, anything like that. Having workshops on a regular basis to show people, both indigenous and non-indigenous, how to break down a bison, how do you, fabricate deer, elk, you name it. Even something as, simple as duck and rabbit. Um, even having a bakery that is predominantly indigenous ingredients. Just, really stretching ourselves and challenging ourselves to circle back to those origins. I would love to see an indigenous compound somewhere in the mountains here in Colorado where we do that kind of work.
Yeah. Karlos, what about you?
I'm just gonna tell Andrea come visit. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm at 7,100 feet in the Southern Rockies of Colorado, so that's a lot of the work that I'm already working on with, especially with the high altitude. I know this year we did 4 varieties of Andean potatoes. We'll see. We just left them in the ground. We'll see how they'll go. I think the future, I don't even know. I usually don't even know what's going on tomorrow or what day it is. So, I think that I'll just speak to some because both of them said, I don't really need to expound on, but I think that there's this other aspect where we as a people have to really realize that colonization's frameworks have been sitting on top of us and built upon for so many generations, that this work is multi-generational, right? That with each generation that's doing this work, we get a little bit closer to the truth, right? We get a little bit closer to our indigeneity and a little bit closer to freeing this place from borders and colonialism. And I think that I see a lot in my work that we have like that Western mind frame that things need to happen now, right? Everything like we need change this instant, and it's like the instant gratification that is force fed us through social media and all these things on a regular basis. And I think as we're going into the future, we just really need to realize that it's that depth of work, right? It's that multi-generational space, and that as long as we're putting in our work and working with our communities, that the reality is that that'll translate into the future. So that's it.
Awesome. Well, we're coming up here on the end of our time. I just wanted to thank you guys all so much for spending the time sharing your knowledge. I've learned a lot, and I know that I can see in the chat people are really people didn't know that where potatoes were from. Halal reminded me and blew my mind a while back when what is it? 70% of the world's foods are from North and South America and Central. So for all of you out there, you think that it's really important to start to learn this stuff, especially if you're native. Start to remember that we don't have a food. We don't even live in a food. There's nobody that lives in a food desert. It's just all one gigantic grocery store that we've been living in this entire time. and then it's time to start taking that back. So yeah, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you. It's been great having you on. I feel inspired, and so I'm really excited. And Karlos, I'm going to come visit your farm for sure. Hilel, I'll see you later. Andrea, thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go, and we're going to go ahead and move on with the rest of the night. Thank you so much. So everybody out there, we have coming up next a concert series again with Tiny Desk winner Quinn Christopherson, Supaman, who is a Grammy Award winner and a NAMI Award winner, and my dear friends Weedrat, who will kick off the night. And so I think that just before we do that, Michael, I think that'd be great if we could play that history video again, and so we can wait a little bit before we play the concert. So can we play that history video again, please? Oh, we're taking it. It'll just take a second, y'all.
Seattle Indian Health Board rose from the social justice movements of the late 1960s and early 70s.
It was started by a group of these dedicated, passionate volunteers.
We did not have computers then, and you could count the number of doctors on one hand.
The work that Seattle Indian Health Board was doing was just awe-inspiring. Clinics throughout the country have benefited from the work that's being done here. It was a time of assimilation. The Relocation Act really encouraged Native people to move out of reservations and into urban areas.
They gave everybody a one-way bus ticket and said, if you want better access to economic opportunities, you want to become a doctor or a lawyer, we will give you a one-way bus ticket from your reservation into 12 relocation sites. When Native people arrived, they were not met with those promises.
A lot of Natives in Seattle were finding that the jobs that were promised weren't here. Education wasn't a possibility for a lot of people.
The benefits we were promised as American Indian Alaska Native people were being limited by the federal government to only tribal lands.
We lost a lot. Access to our land, we lost a lot of our relatives. This was really a form of cultural genocide.
But we did what we do best. We came together, all different tribes, and said, just because we live in cities doesn't mean that our benefits disappear.
The government owed something to us. Nobody else is going to give us the things that we need. We really have to provide that for ourselves. And those agreements listed healthcare.
One of the most beautiful things about the story of the Seattle Indian Health Board is how Indigenous women came together to say our people deserve more.
Bernie White Bear partnered with the American Indian Women's Service League to start to form free clinics.
They literally moved a file cabinet out of a file room and started providing services to our people.
When they got their 501c3 and became the Seattle Indian Health Board, Bernie White Bear was the first person hired as the executive director.
Since that time, we have grown from moving that file cabinet over to now we're a $32 million organization.
What is the next 10 years going to look like? What's the next 20 years going to look like? That is our responsibility to continue what they started to ensure that we are not only here 50 years from now, but 5,000 years from now. That is the blessing that we have here at SIHB.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. I think that what we're going to do next is get the concert started. I'm really excited for the first band. The first band are my dear friends Weedrat. They're a punk band. They just play hard and fast, and I love them so much. We had a great time. We got to film them here in Seattle at the Seattle Center. It was a rainy day, and they played like Prince at the Super Bowl. It was just an awesome, incredible day, and so I'm really excited for you guys all to check out this performance. So go ahead, Michael.
waiting for you. I'm stuck in a loop. I'm stuck in a loop. Where do I go? Who do I see? You can't save me. You can't save me. Waiting for you. Waiting, waiting for you. I'm stuck in a loop. I'm stuck in a loop. Do I go? Who do I see? You can't save me. You can't save me. Waiting for you. Waiting, waiting for you. I'm stuck in a loop. I'm stuck in a loop. Why do I look for you? I Hey, Mr. Meathead, I got a message for you. You're not gonna like it. Gonna go over there. F-U-C-K-Y-O-U. 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 Fuck your bravery, just white supremacy! Fuck your bravery, just white supremacy! Hide behind your fence! Hide behind your fence! Fuck your bravery, just white supremacy! Fuck your bravery, just white supremacy! Hide behind your fence! Hide behind your fence! Stop coming around here! Look at my home! Stop coming around here! Look at my home! Stop coming
Kahe, Balaja, Weage Marchalahuk, Biashi Chidikin, Nababe Itchik. What's up, my good relatives? My name is Supaman, aka Christian Parish Takes the Gun. My Apsáalooke name is Weage Marchala, which means good fortune on Mother Earth. It's an honor and a privilege to be able to share some music with you beautiful people watching, man. So we're going to get right into it. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Check it out. Yeah. Where's that bass line? Yeah. Microphone check one, come on. This is that sound, Native American, bearing them like tearing them, scaring them like Maryland, Maryland. Dancing, got you slam dancing. This is that sound, Native American, bearing them like tearing them, scaring them like Maryland, Maryland. Dancing, got you slam dancing. This is that sound, Native American, bearing them like tearing them, scaring them like Maryland, Maryland. Dancing, got you slam dancing. ATO break up, now every day I wake up, somebody's got something to say. Just because I'm wrecking mic, catching flights, rest to res, New York or even up in the Bay. Yo, rap better than most. You can keep your bad medicine, bro. I'm just trying to live, trying to heal. You need some loving in your life. Trying to be a good dad and husband to my wife. Yo, people want to tell you what to do with your platform and tell you that's wrong. SDFU, yo, it's a sad song. Your raps are not lethal. You wouldn't last long like a bag of hot Cheetos. This is not for the weak and strenuous. Stay put. They want to taste, but these medicines stay shook. Walk in the place and get 10 of them fake looks. And when you die, there's just a friend you on Facebook. Hey, this is that sound. Native American, bearing them like tearing them, scaring them like Maryland. Maryland. Dancing, got you slam dancing. This is that sound. Native American, bearing them like tearing them, scaring them like Maryland. Maryland. Dancing, got you slam dancing. Dancing, got you slam dancing. Yeah. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Little freestyle for you, man. I didn't know where it was gonna go. Didn't know what it was gonna sound like. Didn't know what verse I was gonna bust it out, but we're gonna leave it at that, man, because that's just real, live, and uncut, man. Mistakes and all. Hey, so happy. Hope you're having a blessed day so far. Once again, I am Superman. It's an honor and a privilege. Don't forget, I got this new album out called Medicine Bundle, man. You want to check that out, Spotify, iTunes, and all that goodness. Got some vinyl coming out for you good people as well, man. So I'm going to perform a song from that album. This one is called All Right, man. And we got an awesome video coming out for this in November, man. So you want to check that out. Yo, so check this out. This is called All Right, man. Check it out. Where are we at? Where are we at? Yeah.
Don't worry
All right. Here we go.
about a thing. 'Cause everything's gonna be alright, right.
Can't rest until I accomplish what I was sent to do. Don't be blind to get closer to God in a tight situation. This is hip-hop, the recent nation.
All the people, come on. All the ladies, come on. Everybody, come on. Say,
Everything's gonna be alright.
like Bob Marley say, wake up and then we start to praise. How we start the day, we fall from faith to jars of clay. Everybody come and walk this way. And you will let him hear. Let go of all the stress and fear. Yo, we're trying to have the best this year. Your blessings near, yeah. So let's be clear.
Everything's gonna be alright.
Life is short, it ain't lasting long. So don't wrap it strong until the passion's gone. And leave a legacy of past batons. And when I'm passing on, remember me, yo, but blast this song. Come on.
Every day we get up and fight. We choose to be the light. Is everything gonna be alright?
Can't rest until I accomplish what I was sent to do. Don't be blind to get closer to God in a tight situation. This is hip-hop, the recent nation.
Everything gonna be alright. Alright. Everything gonna be alright. Alright. Everything gonna be alright. 'Cause if I fall 7 times, I know I'ma get up 8. I know I'ma get up 8. I won't be afraid. No, I'ma keep going. Yeah.
Can't rest until I accomplish what I was sent to do. Don't be blind to get closer to God in a tight situation. This is hip-hop, the recent nation.
Welcome to Mother Earth, where hurt people, and the birds are still chirping on the church steeple. Reverse the curse, set the verse lethal. I ride rhymes, let my light shine, watch me murk evil. Y'all keep holding on, I know you're strong, because life is really what you focus on. So skip the hatred, it's dangerous how to get each other manipulated. Cambridge Analytica, I don't know who needs to hear this, but don't be mad at me. You wanna change the world, go home and live your family.
Don't worry.
Go home and live your family.
Don't worry. Everything's gonna be alright. About a thing. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry about a thing. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. 'Cause if I fall 7 times, I know I'ma get up 8. I know I'ma get up 8. I won't be afraid. No, I'ma keep going.
All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause. That song is called All Right off the Medicine Bundle album. So don't forget to check that out, man. We're just gonna keep going, getting into it here with another song. Check it out. Yeah. Hope you're having a blessed day today, man. Keep your mind in a good place. The song is called Another Day. Yeah.
I'll be right here whenever you need a friend. Just call my name and I'll be right there with you. In the sunshine, it'll be okay. Just put a smile on your face. It's just another day.
Another day, another hustle. I see you making the moves, but it's a struggle. I know that your mama done raised you right, taking flight, had all you facing life, and you ain't never had a friend like me through all them hard times. Always gonna be right here, if not online. And if you found lonely, don't worry, I got numbers tatted on my chest so you can count on me. I'll be there to hold your hand through the storm, baby. I'll be here when it's cold, we'll keep warm. It ain't no thing to me, it's what it came to be. Realness, look into my eyes, take a seat, feel this. We both been through the worst of weather, but all things work together. I'll be right here. I'll be right here whenever you need a friend. Just call my name and I'll be right there with you in the sunshine. It's gonna be okay. Yeah, smile for me. Yo. It's been a long time coming, and I'm so proud of you. You never tossed 10 bottles or blaze it up or act a fool with them rowdy crews, and that's the way it's supposed to be. Don't you see? Hopefully you always be close to me. Socially, we all know life changes. Maintain your brain and know the wages, and that's really the real deal. Holy feel, and baby girl, that's it. Well, that's how I feel. Yeah, a lot of people get they will, but the thing about you is you respect yourself. So when you wake your head up early in the morning, yawning, just thank God for your calling. Every day take action, no stalling. Every day, yo, we mauling. Right here, whenever you need a friend, just call my name and I'll be right there with you in the sunshine. It'll be okay. Okay, yo. You didn't sleep all night, but every little thing's gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing, cause it's just another day. And I'll be right here when you call, and I'll be right here when you need me. It's okay, sometimes we fall. Pick yourself back up and believe me, the Lord says I'll be right here. When you're down and you don't know where to turn, I'll be right here. When you're broke and you got no money, I'll be right here. Just hold on for another day, and know that I am. I'll be right here when you call, and I'll be right here when you need me. It's okay, sometimes we fall. Pick yourself back up and believe me, the Lord says I'll be right here whenever you need a friend. Just call my name and I'll be right there with you in the sunshine. It'll be okay. Just put a smile on your face. It's just another day. Let the sun shining. Let the sun shining. I can't sing, but it's alright. It's alright, yeah. Come on, yo. When the doctor said you got cancer, yes, yeah. When you're looking for some answers. Yeah, I'll be right here. Come on, yeah. I'll be right here. I'll be right here when you call. I'll be right here when you need me. It's okay, sometimes we fall. Pick yourself back up and believe me, the Lord says I'll be
Yeah, all right, man. The song is called Another Day. Hey, yo, putting it down right here, man, bringing that hope. We got to have hope for another day, man. We in this pandemic going through, a little bit of rough times, bit of dark times, as we all do. So I just want to encourage you good people, no matter where you are in life, always keep that hope alive, for a better day. Better days are coming, and have that foundation, of your spirituality or your higher power, whatever you go to, your strengths, your ceremonies, whatever it is that gives you that hope and that strength. Keep moving forward in a good way. I just wanted to share that with you beautiful people, man. Hope you're having a blessed day. A little bit of music for y'all. I am Supaman. We'll talk to you again.
can't believe my dog with the red laces, red hat, red jacket. Hope my orange doesn't throw off the shooter.
Oh, you're perfect. You came ready.
My skin showing.
Are we ready? All right. Hello, Seattle Indigenous Peoples Festival. We're going to play songs. I'm Quinn Christopherson. And behind me, we have Nick Carpenter. And we are staying warm. It's a beautiful day on Diné land here in Anchorage, Alaska. So, yeah, here we go. I want to go back to simpler times. Puka shells, Abercrombie, fog machines and strobe lights. When my friends couldn't get through the home phone, they knew to find me on MSN. It was normal to knock on doors, even if it was out of the blue. Dating was innocent, but I sure didn't know how to. I wanna go back to simpler times. I wanna go back to simpler times. Puffer vests and Ugg boots. Do I got a mansion, apartment, a shack, or a house? Mad cow disease, Avril Lavigne. Let's get dropped off at the roller rink. I joined a father-daughter bowling league. I was writing poems I thought no one would see, but my dad was going through my things. I wanna go back to simpler times. I wanna go back to simpler times. Kids were mean, middle school was cruel. I had good friends, and I read good books. If I could go back, I'd say it'll all get worse. Nothing prepares you for this world, and you wanna go back to simpler times. I wanna go back to 2005. Thank you. I wanna be right. I wanna be someone you like. But I get off when we fight. I wanna be free. I want you to be with me. Any chance we can make it three. I wanna be selfish. I wanna be selfish, selfish. I wanna be selfish. I wanna be selfish, selfish. I don't wanna play nice. I don't wanna stay the night. I just wanna see how we align. I don't wanna go slow. I don't wanna see where things can go. I just want you to take me home. I wanna be selfish. I wanna be selfish, selfish. I wanna be selfish. I wanna be selfish, selfish. I gotta be real. I wanted to see how it would feel, but nobody touches me like you. I was overzealous. I just gotta break the rules, even if it means I'm hurting you. I wanna be selfish. I wanna be selfish, selfish. I wanna be selfish. I wanna be selfish, selfish. Yeah, I wanna be selfish. I wanna be selfish, selfish. Driving through Spinar to the bowling alley. Got me my own ball and matching shoes. I was a real bad sport. I never liked to lose. But he kept showing up, teaching me the rules. Yeah, my dad, yeah, he plays guitar. Says he knows more than he can do. He tells me that I do more than I know. He tell me don't be stupid when I hang with friends. Look me in the eye. Yeah, my dad, he's always been a real smart guy. Asked me what I wanna do when the weekend came. I always wanna go camping, but not too far away. So we head out to Eagle River and make ourselves a fire. Just the two of us eating pancakes. I'm listening to NPR. Yeah, my dad, yeah, he plays guitar. Says he knows more than he can do. He tells me that I do more than I know. He tell me don't be stupid when I hang with friends. Look me in the eye. Yeah, my dad, he's always been a real smart guy. If my dad was listening to this right now, he'd say, "Where's the bridge?" Me and my dad were two peas in a pod, and I look just like him too. Of all the things you've done for me, I hope I can do some for you. I'll grow up, I'll make it big. We'll both be rich. Or I'll settle down, have a kid. They'll tell their friends. Yeah, my dad, yeah, he plays guitar. Says he knows more than he can do. He tells me that I do more than I know. He tell me don't be stupid when I hang with friends and look me in the eye. Yeah, my dad, he's always been a real smart guy. Yeah, my dad, he's always been a real smart guy. Yeah, my dad, he's always been a real good guy. Woo! Hear the plane going by? It's a good one. I am bubble gum, I better walk before I run. I'm two-wheeling now, I'm 6 years old. I am too much cologne, I break the rules and come home stoned. I'm abandoned alone, I'm 17 years old. I am alcohol, I'm a line in the bathroom stall. I'm feeling sorry for myself, I'm 21. I'm blue collar, I'm turning into my father. I'm treating women badly, I'm 23. I don't know who I am. 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 I'm a woman. I'm acting like a man. I got a new name, the same face. I'm just losing old friends. I'm 25. I'm our first ride at the Ferris wheel. I'm love fooled by the cardigans. We're buying a home. I'm a partner. I'm a friend. I'm your crush from 2005. I'm 26. I don't know who I am. 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 Thank you. Happy Indigenous Peoples Day to everyone. This year I'd just like to, I guess, tell you all what I appreciate about all of the important Native people in my life. So, first I would like to recognize my, well, only all of my family. For my sister Johnny, I'm really proud that she's constantly always trying new things. I admire that about her. And for my sister Tara, she's such a good mom. She always puts in the work to do her best. And for my sister Radine, she's a really strong culture bearer for our family and teaches me everything about our culture. And I admire her for that. And my niece Rhea, I admire her really strong personality and her strong sense of style. And my nephew Rigo, I also admire his strong personality. We've got a few strong personalities in this family. And my nephew Elijah is an amazing artist and creative and aspiring filmmaker, and I admire his dreams and goals. And my mom, I really admire how she found her own community this year and started her own recovery meetings for our village, and they're going really well, and I'm really proud of her for that. And my dad is the most generous, thoughtful human I know, and I admire him for his consistency and always showing up for all of us kids and everyone, and all the good food he cooks. I admire that too. And I think that's enough for today. So anyway, thank you for listening to these songs and for having me and playing for you all. And yeah, let's make it to the next year. I hope the kids I raise are ambitious, don't play it safe, have a lot to say, live a long life and get paid. Probably be just like me, don't sweat the small stuff, like to tell stories, cook a decent meal for their friends. I hope they're just like you, someone who likes to read, does well in school, pretty sure you enjoyed it too. God, I hope they're like you. Do you think they'll rollerblade, turn out alright? Say grace, guess it'd be nice if they didn't live too far away. I hope they learn from their mistakes, call us up just to say thanks, know who they are, what they want at the end of the day. I hope the kids we raise are ambitious, don't play it safe, have a lot to say, live a long life and get paid. I hope the kids we raise are ambitious, don't play it safe, have a lot to say, live a long life and get paid. I hope they're good at making friends, not afraid to fall in love when they get hurt, know it's worth it to try again. I hope they have a sweet tooth, when they need to talk they have an excuse, bring the old man a slice of that tiramisu. I hope they don't grow up too fast, travel the world and come back, realize it's who you're with, not where you're at. I hope they dye their hair and get tattoos, are a good sport with a good attitude. I hope they remind me of you. I hope the kids we raise are ambitious, don't play it safe, have a lot to say, live a long life and get paid. I hope the kids we raise are ambitious, don't play it safe, have a lot to say, live a long life and get paid. I hope the kids we raise are ambitious, don't play it safe, have a lot to say, live a long life and get paid. It's good. It's good background noise. You may have noticed all the airplane noise here. We're next to an airport, and they're looking good up there.
Good looking planes.
I'm gonna buy you a condo somewhere in the mountain next to Walgreens. You need a simple life with simple things, a simple life with simple things, a simple life with simple dreams. Last of your cash on a midtown hotel. We don't have much we relate on, we talk about our clothes. You've got that good blouse, those nice jeans, match your anklet with your toe rings. You've got that simple life, you've got that simple thing. You've got that simple life with simple things, a simple life with simple dreams. Can't afford that condo, but you could still see the mountain. Take a bus to Walgreens, catch a rainbow on your way home. You've got that simple life with simple things. Got a window in the backseat, someone to talk to when your phone rings. Got a big cross on your gold chain. You've got that simple life with simple things, a simple life with simple dreams. We miss the bus, so we walk outside the Chevron. We see Marshall out with his dog. He's got them sad eyes and a big smile. Wanna chop it up, stay a while. You've got kids, right? He's like two girls. They're 8 and 9, they're my whole world. When they come to me every other week, build a big castle out of bed sheets. Got that simple life with that simple thing. Got that turtle shell on our ice cream. Got that simple life with that simple dream. Got that birch tree with a tire swing. Yeah, got that simple life with that simple thing. Got that simple life, we got them simple dreams. Simple life with simple dreams. Sound good from the home studio for everyone, I hope. Well, that's good timing. Right in between songs like we planned it. I wanna be touring in cities I don't like. I wanna be playing shows, spitting into the mic. Groceries from a truck stop, sweat with the sun. I'll wear the same tank top. I'm from Anchorage, I only got one. Your boy, he needs some sun. Your boy, yeah, he's a loaded gun. Your boy, he needs to run. Grandma told me that I should get out once in a while. She said, this our land, you come back when you need. But I don't know where to start or stop. And who would ever pay to see me? Your boy, he needs some sun. Your boy, yeah, he's a loaded gun. Your boy, he needs to run. What if I go and it's all the same? A bar in a town won't remember my name. Rhubarb pie to remind me of home. You'll never make it on your own. Your boy, he needs some sun. Your boy, yeah, he's a loaded gun. Your boy, he needs to run. Yeah, he needs to run. Man, these planes are on our side today. That's perfect. Oh, I'm gonna give this to you. This is for you, my friend.
What's it, Meg?
Uptown. You want to tune it?
Two.
Me and my problems, they disappear. Just takes a little bit of liquor. I chew my cigarettes and tune you out. Say it's you who doesn't ever listen. Why you coming home so late in the evening? You promised me you weren't drinking. Ran into Kelly doing yay in the bathroom. You know how I get on the weekend. Headed uptown, driving drunk. Baby, if you knew you'd be crying. See myself in the mirror. I don't like who I am. I don't like who I am. I'm a different type of boy when I'm high. Bars close, me and my friends are peeking. I hit up Amy, say I'm looking to crash, and she knows what I'm really thinking. She got a man, I got someone at home, and we both indulge our demons. Keep coming back to some damp apartment, new people, same secret. Headed uptown, driving drunk. Baby, if you knew you'd be crying. See myself in the mirror. I don't like who I am. 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 I don't know if anyone can see right now, but we're in fall here. We only get about a week of it. Maybe a little more than that, but yeah, it feels like fall's almost over. It was snowing yesterday, so the leaves aren't even done falling. But the snow's here. How does that work out? Yeah. You were going out that night, French tips and Marlboro lights, sat on porcelain while you painted your eyes. It might take you a couple drinks, but you're getting on that stage. DJ put the words on the screen. You came back so proud. They said I sounded just like Celine, just like Celine, just like Celine, just like Celine. That old hole in the wall, they all know what you're gonna sing. Same time every Tuesday, Kristen babysat for free. You curled your bangs, write your name in pink. You're getting on that stage. DJ put the words on the screen. You came back so proud. They said I sounded just like Celine, just like Celine, just like Celine, just like Celine. You light up that place, you just wanted to be seen, just like Celine, 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 just like Celine. You light up that place, you just wanted to be seen, just like Celine, just like Celine, just like Celine, just like Celine. We have a couple more songs. I'll play Teenagers, and then I'll put this down, and we can end on Thanks.
Thanks on this or that?
That.
Cool.
Probably. All right. The test is, do we remember the change? I do.
The test I just failed on Celine does this. What's the new chorus? I still don't know it. Get that thing a little tuner, or maybe the thing's turned up too high now. Probably back to normal levels.
It's hard to stay in tune out here.
I know, mate. I wouldn't be in tune if this thing wasn't doing it for me.
That thing probably needs to be calibrated too.
Said I'd make it.
Okay. 2, 3, 4. Sorry. You said I'd make it. Did you know I have? I've been pouring my heart out every night to different crowds. I bet you'd be proud. You'd say, look at you now. What happened to us? We used to be teenagers. You put on that dress. It was teal and leopard print. The way you were moving, I could tell you borrowed from a friend. It's been a while since I've seen you out. The way you were moving, I could tell you didn't like the crowd. I was proud. I said, look at you now. What happened to us? We used to be teenagers. We used to be teenagers. What happened to us? Instead of saying goodbye, next time you leave, tell Sylvia I said hi. You're a mover, a renegade. We were nobodies, leaving pennies for the train. And I told you nobody leaves this town. The way you were moving, I could tell you be getting out. Make everyone proud. I said, look at you now. What happened to us? We used to be teenagers. What happened to us? We used to be teenagers. We used to be teenagers. Yeah, that's classic.
I am ready. You are ready.
We are ready for our last song. It's called Thanks. Thanks for holding me when I have bad dreams. Thanks for supporting my big idea. Thanks for crushing the spiders, no mercy. Thanks for fixing up our home. Thanks for telling me I'm smart and believing in me. 'Cause I can't do it on my own. I don't know what I was looking for, but I knew when I found you. I don't know what I was looking for, but I knew when I found you. Thanks for being honest. Thanks for being my friend. Thanks for loving me after I said no one can. Thanks for teaching me it's okay to be wrong and admit when you are. Thanks from my nephew. He says he loves you and he's doing good in school. I don't know what I was looking for, but I knew when I found you. I don't know what I was looking for, but I knew when I found you. I don't know what I was looking for, but I knew when I found you. I don't know what I was looking for, but I knew when I found you. Thank you so much. Thanks for celebrating Indigenous Peoples Day with us. I'm Quinn Christopherson. This is my friend Nick Carpenter, and we'll see you next time.
My goodness. What a wonderful little concert series we just had there. I love Quinn Christopherson so much. Quinn is so great. And Supaman, obviously always good. Weedrat, love you guys. I'm really excited that this is now the end. I mean, I'm not excited. I'm a little. It's a bit of both, you know. It's a bit of. I'm excited for next year. I'm excited to do this again. This has been a really great Indigenous Peoples Fest. I hope all of you out there really enjoyed it. I hope that if you missed anything, please tune in and watch the great panels, watch the performance. All those things are on our Facebook and our YouTube, and we'll probably cut those up and put them individually out there sometime. Watch the premiere of Haley Tiathi's first music video. And before we end the night, I would love to thank our sponsors. So if we can pull the sponsors up on the screen, I have to look a little closer. Amera Group, Arcora Foundation, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Chief Seattle Club, Community Health Plan of Washington, Friends of Waterfront, Kaiser Permanente, Molina Healthcare, Pyramid Communications, Sea Alaska, Seattle Cancer Care Alliance, Seattle Center Foundation, Seattle Foundation, and the Washington Association for Community Health. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors this year. Thank you to the Seattle Center Festall and all the support that we get from you guys. We love you so much. Thank you so much to the Health Board's communications team, Francesca and Alyssa and Evie and everybody else. Thank you guys so much. Thank you all for watching. Thank you to Michael for producing again. Love you, Michael. I'm really happy with everything that we were able to do this year, and I really look forward to hopefully seeing you all in person at the Seattle Center in June for the Indigenous Peoples Festival. My name is Howie Echo-Hawk. I use they, them pronouns, and this is the end. Thank you so much for coming. Bye.